are you warm enough? Alright guys, so I'm Derek, best man at the wedding. So I'd like to thank everyone who made this wedding possible. Nalini, amazing. If you all look at your tables, I'm sure you see the love and care that went into this, so certainly recognized. I'm doing this on my iPhone and someone's calling me, so let me decline that.
Answer the phone.
Yeah, it's Saturday, so for those of you who don't know me, Derek, as I said, I'm the best man. For those of you who do, Kenny, don't worry, I've got this. He might have been the one calling me, so don't look worried, Kenny, I've got this. So in a roundabout way, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for me. Let me explain why. It was 2011, and Lauren and I were living in Ocean Beach, California, not far from here, and we were living the California dream. Things were good, but I wanted more.
As always.
In particular, I wanted to live in a house. I wanted to have my own bathroom. We were sharing at the time. And most importantly, I wanted a porch that was my own that I could turf. The only obstacle was Lauren had all the money. So I developed a plan. I proceeded to plant the seed in Lauren's head that the best investment that he could make would be in a house. And the extra cash flow from a roommate of my caliber would make it even more tantalizing. It was through this eventual home purchase, and albeit, as discussed before, the matchmaking efforts of Tom, thank you Tom, that Lauren and Nicole ultimately went on their first date. Now they're married, live together in a beautiful house, which has indeed been a phenomenal investment, and of course, has a nicely turfed balcony. That is, and the room is now called the guest room. So before getting my own place, last year, around this time, Lauren and I had lived together for 5 years. Growing up, no one would have ever imagined that we would be roommates.
No.
For 5 years nonetheless. It's probably in high school that I was still Lauren's pesky 10 or 11 when Lauren told me he didn't love me anymore. But I can't exactly blame him. I was annoying. I was the annoying younger brother. So let me give you an example. When we'd go on these family trips every year, commonly we'd find ourselves in hotel rooms, trying to go on standby lists, missing our flights, end up in the Atlanta area in hotel rooms. And it was during these stays when Lauren and I would share a queen bed together. And that's where the trouble started. So to try keep the peace, my father came up with the invisible line rule. So imagine a queen bed, and put an invisible line down the middle that we were not allowed to cross. Or I should say, I was not allowed to cross. Because Lauren's never been one for physical touch.
Uh-oh.
So I would, of course, cross the neutral zone and land some menacing pokes, and the whole room would hear, "Stop touching me!" So I bring this up because, ironically, Nicole and Lauren share a queen bed today. However, as a testimony to their relationship, the invisible line rule does not exist. And Nicole has free reign, and certainly not the nuisance that I once was. So having a brother is one of the greatest things I've ever experienced in life. Having an older brother is even better, because they can stand up for you, they have your back, and they can tie your bow tie. Thank you. When I was 3 or 4, Lauren and I shared a room in Battleground, Washington, in a condominium as our house was being built. Besides waking up early together to watch Muppet Babies, Muppet Babies, if anyone remembers that. It got cut not soon after we started watching it. But we would spend a lot of time outside in the neighborhood. Our parents were big proponents of being out and about, building forts. But we found a pile of lumber. And from this pile of lumber, we found the largest and longest. I just don't feel right giving that advice. So I've always been a fan of movie quotes. So I'm going to close with one of my favorites. And if you can guess what movie this is from, you get some brownie points. So life is a storm. You will bask in the sunlight one moment and be shattered on the rocks the next. What defines you in life is what you do when that storm comes. So whether it's a nail in your younger brother's toe, or a life-changing decision that needs a spreadsheet to solve. Nicole, you could have asked for a better man to weather the storm. So could we all raise our glasses to Lauren and Nicole and their lifelong happiness?
Lifelong happiness. Cheers.